Welcome back to my channel, guys. Big Sam back again with another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about growing up in Zambia, what life was like, what people are like, what really happens, when you grow up in Zambia, because some of you don't know, some of you don't even know about the country, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get straight into this video.
Drop that top in the summertime, baby. We can do SKR. Put it in slow, see which buttons we can press it up. Link me now, stay hold up. 50 pounds. Split these pounds. That shit in the machine.
Fresh white airs, no dusty trainer. Clean drip.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about this, because every time when I'm talking to people that was like, oh, they don't know about Zambia, who is way Zambian, but calm down, because calm down, put some respect, yeah? Anyway, so basically, if you guys don't know, I'm Zambian. I grew up in Zambia. My whole life I lived there, so I know firsthand what goes down when living in that country, okay? So last time I did the video talking about annoying things that Zambians do. This time around, I'm not going to do annoying things. I'm just going to do things that Zambians do, because they do these things. Do you know what I'm saying? They do them, okay? So, number one, growing up in Zambia, people always, no matter how cheap something is, they will still ask for a discount. I've never seen people that love discounts. They love discounts, they love discounts. Something could be $2. They will still ask for a discount. They'll still say, oh please, can you please reduce it? And what's funny, on the streets, people can go on the streets and be like, okay, because you know how in Zambia sometimes people sell clothes in the streets. Like I used to buy clothes from the streets all the time, okay? I used to buy used clothes. So when you go on the streets and they sell used clothes, those are the people that are actually, like, the people selling those clothes are people that are really, like, I want to say that are struggling, but those are the people that are really, like, working hard. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to those people and the clothes are already cheap, but you're asking for a discount, you want to do the same thing if you go to a boutique. You want to do the same thing if you go to H&M, or if you go to what boutiques are in Zambia? I never used to shop in boutiques. I never used to buy new stuff. I always bought used stuff. Let's say for example there was a Nike store in Zambia. You go in the Nike store, you will not ask for a discount. But when you go to the streets where people are already selling stuff for cheap, you will ask for a discount, and it's like, why? Zambians love discounts. They love discounts. They do. Okay, so another thing that used to happen while growing up in Zambia, right? You will see someone at church and they act so perfect and so holy and so like you think like this person is going to be sitting next to Jesus. Meanwhile, it's me that will be sitting next to Jesus. But we're not gonna talk about that anyway. So what I'm saying is, when you go to some churches in Zambia, right? Some people act so holy, but on the weekends, on Saturday, you're the one drinking 10 drinks of alcohol. You're the one throwing beers up and down, smoking cigarettes. No. So it's like, and then you turn around and judge other people in the church, but these times you're number one at attendance at the bar. So it's like, I just don't get the hypocrisy is a bit mad. And the thing is, as Christians or just as human beings in general, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But it's like the pointing fingers and judging, but when you yourself, you are a problem. Talking about judging situations again. Sometimes Zambians, what they used to do growing up, especially, I feel like they still do that now. Zambians will see someone buy a car, and the first thing they will tell them is, instead of them they're saying, okay, you know what, congratulations. Zambians love following like patterns, and it's like, who even said these patterns and why are we even following them? Okay, so it's like Zambians will see someone buy a car, right? And then instead of saying, oh, you know, congratulations for buying this car, the first thing they'll tell them is, oh, but how can you buy a car first when you could have bought a house? So my question is, how am I going to be moving to get money, to find money to buy a house? You know what I'm saying? So like Zambians love judging situations, and it's like people are different, people do things differently. Like I feel like Zambians, we need to, well, I think things have changed now, like things are changing, but things that used to happen when we were growing up, okay? You can do things differently. I can start with buying a car first, then later buy a house, okay? If I want, I could start with the house, then buy a car, whatever's convenient for each other. You know what I'm saying? And some of you like to judge situations, and it's like, how can you judge? You went to school for teaching, you went to school for nursing, but you went to be playing Judge Judy. When did you get a law degree to be judging people up and down? You didn't even complete your teaching properly, but you want to be judging people's situation. That's a problem. Zambians, I'm coming for all of your necks. So this is another thing that Zambians used to do when it comes to judging. So certain people would be like, oh, but why do you get on public transport? People will laugh at you for the car that you drive, but themselves, they don't even have a car. Can you make that make sense? Like, these things used to happen while we're growing up. The judging other people's situations needs to stop, because when these tables turn, also growing up again, let's just talk about selfishness. Zambian leaders are the most selfish, self-centered Zambian leaders are no. I'm so sorry. Arrest me. No. Because there's no way your kids are enjoying abroad while your people, they are suffering. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I think I've said this before somewhere. Every government in the world is corrupt. But when we talk about Zambia, this is a different level. It's a different level. So, no. Oh, this is another thing that used to happen. This is another interesting thing that used to happen when growing up. Okay, so you know how in other countries, like, Zambians don't take age limits seriously. Like, you know how in other countries, like, you can't go into a bar unless you're 18, or in, like, you know what I'm saying, in a strip club or wherever you like to go. Okay, so even in the US, you have to be like 21 to like buy alcohol, get into a club. You have to be 21 to like even just buy what do you call that thing? Lighter. You have to be 21. Zambians, they don't care about that. They only care about their business. If you are 10 years old, like, because I remember when it was like 9, 10, our uncles used to send us to buy them cigarettes. We was 9 years old. We were allowed to go and buy alcohol in a bar at 9. Like, Zambians just don't, like, age limit is nothing when it comes to Zambians. But another thing that used to happen, okay, this doesn't even happen when I'm growing up. This still happens. Okay, so in Zambian families, it's like I could be 10 years old. I could have a nephew that is like 21 or 30 years old. So if I add the math, if I do 2 plus 2, I'm not getting 4. How is it that I'm 10 years old but I have a niece and a nephew that are older than me? Like, it never makes sense. And I swear I've only seen this in Zambian families. You be an uncle and you're like this, and your nephews are, you know what I'm saying? Oh, another thing that used to happen while growing up in Zambia. I don't know why parents used to do this, right? So let's say your uncle will come to the house, or your uncles or relatives or aunties and uncles, like, and they'll usually, especially like if it's your favorite auntie, your favorite uncle, they'll leave money to your parents, especially your moms. I feel like dads were a bit different. Moms, they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna give your mom this, maybe 20 kwacha, and she can buy you something nice or some sweets or something like that. When your uncle leaves that money to your mom, just forget about it. Forget about it, because they are buying bread. They'll buy sugar, they'll buy soap and Colgate. Your money is gone. So my thing is, whenever uncles give us money, I always just put it in my pockets. I always put it to the side. I didn't even tell my parents, because I knew the minute you tell your parents, they'll tell you, we need to buy bread, there's no bread at this house. Or they'll tell you, let me keep it for you, and then they never give you back. The minute you ask for that money back, they'll tell you, they'll remind you of all the things they do for you in the house. But it's still my money. You hear what I'm saying? How did you forget the policy? You asked to borrow. You didn't ask me to give you the money for bread. You said, let me borrow, I'll replace the money. And now I'm asking for my money back. I'm the problem. Oh, another thing. This is that you can't joke with Zambian parents. You cannot, because it could be a joke. All of a sudden, it becomes a lecture. Let's say you tell a joke about your friend and be like, Mom and Dad, did you see what my friend did at school? The moment the lecture will start. Oh, this is why you shouldn't be hanging around that friend. That friend is a bad friend. It's just a joke. We're just trying to kick it. We can't kick it no more. Yeah? We can't laugh. Yeah? Oh, this is another thing that the Zambians do that this one actually pisses me off. Okay? So say for example, when you're in Zambia, sometimes you go to like people that fix phones or laptop or TVs and stuff like that. And I had so many experiences with these people. I am tired. I hate people that fix phones in Zambia. I hate people that fix TVs. I hate people that fix laptops. I hate all of them. So growing up, this is what used to happen. See, it still happens. This is not even what used to happen. It still happens. So you go take your phone to get fixed. Say for example, you know how we had like relatives and you have your auntie abroad in the UK or in the US. They send you maybe they send you like a nice Samsung phone. Especially those days, they send you like a nice BlackBerry, a nice Android or something like that. And then maybe it has a problem, or maybe the screen is cracked or something like that. Okay, so you take it to the fixers and tell them, oh, I have a Samsung or I have an iPhone, but it needs fixing. The person that is fixing the phone, if they don't know how to fix that, they will not say that they don't know. What they'll do is they'll take a phone and try and fix it, and then they'll destroy it in the end, and it becomes an issue. That happened to a lot of people in Zambia, where they'll get something from abroad, from the UK, the US, China, whatever. Instead of you saying, oh, I don't know how to fix this, you take it somewhere else or something. No, because they like money so much, they'll be like, no, I know how to fix it. So, see, this is why I disappear on YouTube. Anytime I'm filming, something chaotic has to happen, okay? So yeah, I was saying, Zambians will risk everything, take your money, go to police, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Why? Guys, I used to get stressed out. Okay, so another thing that Zambians don't like to admit, okay? So, Zambians do not like to admit that they don't know someone. They will take, like, it would take a lot for them to admit they don't know someone. You could tell someone like, oh, do you know, Jen from, maybe Bank of Zambia or something like that, and then they'll be like, instead of them just saying they don't know that person, they've never heard that person before. And another thing that annoys me about Zambians, they will try and convince you that you know that person. They'll be like, you wait, Jen, that one we went to. No, I don't know the person. And so instead of that person saying I don't know, they're going to say, oh, maybe if I see a picture, I'll know. You don't know that person. Even if you see the picture, you just say you don't know, and that's fine. Zambians don't like to admit that they don't know something, and it's like, just admit you don't know. It's fine. Oh, another thing that happened when growing up in Zambia, right? Like usually when you're young, like all your aunties and uncles will always ask you to fix their phones. Let's say their WhatsApp has been deleted, or maybe their BBM is not working. They'll tell you, sign me up on Facebook. You sign them up on Facebook. So because of that, all your aunties, uncles, grandmas, and all of those people, they'll always think that you are Steve Jobs. They'll be like, yeah, no, my son signed me up for Facebook. You know, he's going to be an engineer. He's going to be working for Apple. No, I don't have intelligence for that. I was just signing you up for WhatsApp. It's just simple, you know, common things that every child knows. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even when you fix the TV will be at the wrong channel. They'll call you, oh, come on, especially aunties. They'll call you, come and fix the TV, change the channel for them. You put it back to what they was watching, and they'll be like, yeah, no, he's a technician, he's an engineer. I just changed from channel 1 back to channel 2. Like, it's not that serious. It's not. Oh, let's talk about this. No, let's just talk about this, guys. Some of the trends that we used to jump on were so crazy, but for me, I couldn't even jump on trends because I just couldn't afford certain things that we had no money. Okay, let's just keep it 1,000. We had no money, so I wouldn't jump on trends. But when I'ma Keep came out, we could not breathe. We couldn't breathe. Everyone was like, I'ma Keep shirt, YMCMB, and what's funny? No, let's talk about it. What's funny was YMCMB was Lil Wayne's clothing brand, right? So that year they released YMCMB t-shirts, YMCMB track fit. My only question is, how is it that the clothing line is limited in the US? It's sold out in the US where it's manufactured. How is it that in Zambia there's replicas? The whole market has YMCMB track fit, YMCMB. So my question is, where are you getting this manufactured? Because I know it's not coming from Lil Wayne. YMCMB. The B is not even, the B looks like a C. Do you know what I'm saying? So where were you getting this? Maybe you got them from Beijing, China. I know for sure you did not get those things. They did not come from Lil Wayne. So all of these people in Zambia used to be like, oh yeah, I have YMCMB, track fit, YMCMB. Was it original? That's the only thing I want to know. Was it original? That's my question. I'ma keep, we suffered. If you didn't have money, I'ma keep, we suffered. I was suffocating. You know, when you go to school, because in Zambia we had these things whereby we used to wear uniforms to school. So there were days where we would wear clothes to school. There was like 1 or 2 or 3 days in a year that we would wear clothes to school. And then everyone is coming out rocking their YMCMB snapback. I was just like, why are we poor? Like, why can't I afford a YMCMB snapback and the t-shirt? Why? So now it's like the trend came and left, things came and have gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you grab that song, you realize certain things are not even that important, to be honest. But I'm sure it was fun. That time it was fun. Oh, there was this other shoe that came out. The whole of Zambia was chocolate by this shoe. Ladies, Zambian girls, you know, don't even act like you don't know. A lot of these Zambian girls today are looking nice, looking fine. Look at it. You used to wear this shoe to school. Some of you used to wear this shoe to school. Some of you used to wear to school to see your little boyfriend. So these shoes that came out, like they were plastic shoes. They came out. This shoe chokeholded this country. It chokeholded Zambia. Like, I never seen a shoe. Everywhere I went, plastic shoe. Every single human being was rocking mariposa. Let's talk about it. And people like to let's talk about this. People love to talk about Zambia, right? But let's talk about Crocs. Zambia's been rocking Crocs since the early 2000s, early 2010s. Zambia's been rocking Crocs. We never used to look at Crocs as like a shoe. Okay, until I came to the US and I found out that Crocs are a thing. Crocs are expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, we've been rocking these shoes since 2000 Chakuti. So it's like the rest of the world is just catching up. The rest of the world is just getting to the program. If we do our research, I'm sure Kanye has been there. He found out about the shoe there. Like, oh, there was a period in Zambia going up. There was a period in Zambia when Timberlands were choke holding that country like this. I'm telling you, if you did not have Timberlands that time, what are you doing? People that were in like little relationships and stuff like that, they'll like get matching Timberlands and then they'll wear like camo pants and stuff. If you're a Zambian, you must have done this. As a kid, if you get Fanta, Sprite mixed together and tried it, I don't know what it tasted like, but I know at least we done it, other kids did it. I know you guys watching this have done this before. Okay, so growing up in Zambia, I don't know, I feel like some of you might have experienced this, but this one is for me. Okay, so growing up in Zambia, I feel like sometimes you get in contact with people that are thieves. If we're going to call a spade, let's call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? So you get in contact with people that are, you know, potential potential thieves. Okay, so one time, like, and that's why Zambians are very. I feel like now maybe things have changed. They don't really like to allow people inside the house. So you know, one time my cousin slash nephew, cousin nephew came with his friend to the house. Okay, usually how it was like when you come to a house with your friend, like your parents would do them nice and stuff like that. So this person came to the house with my cousin. It was my cousin's friend from church. See, this is what I tell people about church people. Very problematic. I think my mom even gave him like tea and some food. So now, before he left, he stole my sister's phone, removed the battery, packed it, and left. So basically, we are there chilling. And the thing is, our house where I was growing up, people used to come to our house a lot. Like there was people selling charcoal, there was people working outside, people doing construction. There was just a bunch of people. So it's like when something goes missing, it's hard to even tell who's stolen it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin was living in boarding school at that time, so he reported that situation at the church, at the boarding school, and they searched him like thoroughly. And 2 weeks later, they found the phone. That's why I say it's like this is why Zambians are very protective of letting people inside the house. Alright guys, so this is my last one. So Zambian aunties, right? Zambian moms. This is what they used to do. When they get money, I don't know if they had a problem with keeping money in their purse or their wallet or something like that. They always used to take money and they just dash it into their breast. Like every single Zambian mom or Zambian auntie done this. Or they'll wrap it around. There are these robes that we call chitenges in Zambia. They'll wrap it around that chitenge and do it like this. That's what they used to do. Like Zambians like when it comes to money, they will find hiding spots money on their body, like they will do that. So you'll be asking money from your aunties and then you just see them. And Zambians aunties and uncles, they love to say they don't have money. That's their favorite statement. The first thing they will say is, you ask your Zambian mom, can I have money? I don't have money. I don't have money. They'll be complaining but giving you at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll give it to you, and then they'll count it, and then put it back in the inside there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you could just, you know, get a purse or a handbag, or you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, those are the things that we used to see while growing up in Zambia. And I always feel skeptical to talk about Zambia because it's like, oh, maybe people are going to start thinking that just like, you know, talking trash and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, it's like that's how we grew up. This is what it was, and it is what it is, and it was what it was. Do you know what I'm saying? But without wasting too much of your time, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. And happy New Year, guys! Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Everything will be down in the description box. I will be seeing you guys in my next video.